Mr. Chair, it's time to start.
Okay, let's call our meeting to order. We had a chance to look over the minutes from September meeting, the financial statement.
I make a motion that the minutes be approved as circulated.
Got a motion by Commissioner McBee.
I'll second.
Got a second by Commissioner Hill. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Minutes are approved. Is there any other old business at this time? If not, we'll move on to new business. We got a resolution to amend the highway fund budget. You need to explain this.
What, this is just budgeting the revenue where you sold some equipment on Gov Deals and putting it in the highway equipment line. It's money that's already been received, so.
Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion.
Got a motion by Commissioner Clark.
I'll second.
Got a second by Commissioner Hill. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Resolution is passed. Is there any other new business? It's not on the agenda.
Yes, I've got just a few things here I want to let y'all. That's the only one, I can get y'all a copy of this when I get done with it, but, what this is, Mr. Chair, this is some of the equipment that we've got here that we were talking about putting on Gov Deals. And, everything on here that we've got, you can see, John wrote out exactly what's going with it, and most of it can't be fixed. We've got one or two pieces here that might be sold, for good, but the rest of it's pretty much gonna be sold for parts, but we really don't need it sitting around here anymore. So I just need to get a motion to get rid of all this, and we'll get it put on Gov Deals.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I got a motion by Commissioner Hill.
I second.
Got a second by Commissioner Clark. Any other discussion about this equipment? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion to put this stuff on Gov Deals passed. Mr. Superintendent,
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Just want to let y'all know that mowing is about 80% complete for the third and final round this year. They should be finishing up probably within the next 2 weeks. According to Tinsley Asphalt, they will begin on Buncombe Road at the end of next week, and what they're having to do, they're having to finish up on the square. They've got some work they've got to do out on 41A before they get over there, so they're gonna try to get all that done by the end of next week, or it could be earlier than that. He said maybe Wednesday, according to how the weather turned out. We'll let y'all know we've been working on Watson Cemetery Road, Willow May Lane, Taylor Road, Horton Lane. That will be DBST'd in the spring. Watson Cemetery, the dirt work is done on it. We've got one layer of rock already on it. Pipes and stuff is in except for one on that way. And they just got those in, so hopefully by Monday or Tuesday we'll go out and get that one in. Willow May Lane is completed. They went in and picked up the brush. I think there was some tree debris or something out there that they had to go back and get.
Yes.
They got it up. Taylor Road, the only thing we like on it right now, all the pipes and stuff's in on it. They've done clipped the shoulders and got all the rock and everything straightened up on it. Is a turnaround at the end of the road. In Horton Lane, we just started on it today. We've been clearing trees, and the electric company's got to come and move 2 poles. The water company come in today and marked all their water lines and everything. Looks like everything's gonna be good on this. Hopefully we'll be able to get done with that. And then we'll begin work on Fergus Lane, Mason Everett, and Keith Cole Road probably within the next 3 weeks. So even though the weather's bad, we can still grind those up, and that one there just.
You don't mean Keith Cove?
Not Keith Cove, I said Keith Cove. No,
Over Camp, what?
one that goes back over Billy Reese, we live there.
Hawkins Cove.
Hawkins Cove, I'm sorry.
It used to be yours, didn't it?
Sure did. Glad to give it up.
Hawkins Cove Road, I'm sorry. But,
I
we're gonna
appreciate
be,
it too.
I know that.
but we're gonna be grinding all that up and rebasing and everything, getting
I
ready
need to fix
to
it.
chip this spring, so. But we'll start those pretty quick, so we get this done. Water lines are being, removed from under Fairview Road at this time. They started on it yesterday.
Okay.
The project will be done, for us to prep road for paving in the spring. We've got 150 tons of salt has been ordered. All our sheds here, the one in Swanee's full. The one at Quarry's got some salt in it, but that's where they'll be delivering to. Hate to have to even say that word snow, but it's gonna be here before long, I'm sure. We're picking up tree debris this week and next, and hopefully just as soon as they get done mowing, we're gonna start back up crushing. Of course, we'll have to have rock to do the Buncombe Road down there with the shoulders and stuff on it. And all the roads that we've got prepped, we're gonna be working those, rolling them through the year, the rest of the year until springtime, so. Basically, that's all I've got, Mr. Chairman.
Alrighty. Commissioner McBee, you got anything?
You know I have. If you would add to your list, I still want the concrete over the 2 tiles, one on Kennerly Road and Lake O'Donnell Road. It's the 2 tiles that we cut across, we had to replace, and they've got tar and chip on them now. We've been patching them, and they need both of them concrete. And then, have you had a chance to meet with Miss Madge over out on Haddon Lane? If you'll meet with her, I would appreciate it and see. And it is a washboard out there.
We got a work order in for
Yeah,
that.
good.
We were sort of waiting until they're hoping this was gonna be rain.
Okay. Those are the things I had.
Alrighty. Commissioner Clark?
I was looking at a gas tax. It's up a little, it looks like. And if it continues to go up, in proportion to what it has the rest of the year, we ought to have about another $90,000 to $100,000 increase this year, like we did about 80,000 last year, right at it. So we ought to have that much increase this year.
Had one of the best months this last month.
Yeah, but it's gone up pretty well consistently all year, every month.
People are traveling.
Traveling more.
Well, in July, it was 190, and it was down to 170 in August. It's back
Right,
up
but
to
it was high.
180.
Right, but it was higher than it was last year, is what I was looking at.
Yeah, right.
Compared to last year.
Also, our mineral severance tax was up.
Yeah, that's from the road down here, Highway 50 in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about Highway 50 bypass. Yeah.
And just to bring y'all update, Joe and Luke went to Chattanooga yesterday to the TDOT pre-briefing on the bridge over 127. They're gonna be doing that in 2 different phases. It will affect one of our county roads, and they will be closing one, and when that information comes out, it will be forwarded to the media, so they'll know what's going on there. There will be 3 red lights that'll be put there, one on each end of the bridge and one on 279. So right in front of the VFW, that'll be blocked off, so they won't be able to use that because they're fixing to fix the approaches to come into it. So as that comes along, I'm sure TDOT will be giving out information and stuff on it. But I know we've been being asked a lot about that because there's been a lot of activity out there on it. So start at. Do want to say this, that there's a lot of work, construction work going on in Franklin County right now, and thank goodness that we're getting the money, because once it's all completed, it's going to be very nice to be able to have new roads and stuff to ride on. So I know it's been a pain sometime to everybody, and progress is always hard for everybody sometimes. So But as soon as it's all done, and actually it's all going quicker than what was expected because the weather's been dry. And so hopefully that a lot of it will be finished up pretty quick.
Anything else? Commissioner Hill?
Watson Southern Road looks good, what you have done. Bull County Road off Cook Road out there, I can't think of the name of it right now, that we've gonna pave. Is it done or not done?
No, we haven't even started on
Okay.
it yet because it'll be springtime before we can do anything to it. That was ground one.
Yeah, right, that's it.
Ground one.
And,
But we'll probably prep it when we do Gun Creek. We'll probably get both those at the same time because we'll have to come in for ditches. And we'll get to use our new Athia out there, not new, but our used new Athia we got. But they got it ready to go today, so we'll be able to use it. And it's a very nice machine, bought from Williamson County Highway Department. It's a 2000 model. And there was nothing wrong with it, they just upgraded, so.
I really can't get with you during the week, have to be on Friday, but I got some ditches in a few places that need to be pulled.
If you'll just call Andrea and give her the closest address, and then we can either go out and look at them, or I can go out and look and see what needs to be done, because this, since you're new, this is what, this year, whenever we get done mowing, we'll be taking and doing our ditches and stuff too. That's when we'll start all that.
Alright,
As the guys come in where we got, more people, we gotta have trucks and grade on and all that stuff, so. It's gonna be pretty quick. But no problem.
That's all I got.
my 2 minutes is up.
Well, you wasn't limited to 2 minutes. You can have 4 if you want.
I have something else to ask Johnny about, Mr. Chair. When we have an intersection that's not in the city limits, like Midway Road there and the Swanee Storage, where Danbury has that storage building, at night, and especially in the fog, it's no light at that intersection. We have a light there at St. Andrews, and I think St. Andrews pays that.
They do, they take care of it.
What happens if it's on a road, state road? Does the state ever put lighting as a safety thing?
I could probably talk with Alan about that and see if they have anything where they could put, something like that in.
Okay, because that intersection there, Midway Road, it's got a turn lane, and people get over in the turn lane, and in fog, you cannot tell when they're coming back in from that turn lane. But if you would check with Alan and the state and ask them, it's not in the city of Montego, and it's not in Swanee, so it's a state 41A. I would appreciate
Oh,
it.
sure.
That's all. Thank you.
Andrew, you got anything? Mr. Wolf, you got anything? you
No,
want to
sir.
ask?
Happy that you gentlemen are working.
Al?
I got a couple things I want to ask you. Do you have any update on what's happening in the roundabout? Because there's lots of things floating that they're getting ready to open it up, not open it up. Do you have any idea where they're at?
I talked with Eddie this morning with Tinsley Paving, and if the weather holds tonight and it's not raining tomorrow, and they're able to get out there and pave, they're going to be tying in the ends of the roundabout on the Joyce Lane side and on the side going to 64. That's probably not going to take them but probably about a day to get that filled in, and then they're going to block the road off out there. So you won't be able to come in from this end going out back west, and you'll have to come around through 50 and back out that way into Joyce Lane. And then you'll have to go out the other way on the bypass to come back in the other way, because then they'll open up the roundabout. And it'll be the roundabout to go both ways that direction and back out to 64, but you can't come back up in.
So that's the next phase.
That's the next phase.
The other thing that's been brought to my attention is there's 2 bridges I know that are not in the county, but I just wondered if you have any idea that says use at your own risk. One's there behind Hardee's, and the other one I think is somewhere there going from Deckard back towards the industrial park. And it says enter at your own risk. Do you know what the situation is on those, or why they're labeled
the
it?
own risk.
Have no idea. I have
Or those in the city limits.
Must be.
It's in the city limits.
Decker.
That one road, Johnny, is,
That's about the little,
I don't know what the name of the road is, but if you're coming off 127, if you turn right there at Swan Equipment,
Mhm.
come back into Deckard that way, well, it'll be as soon as you hit city limits there's a little bridge there. And they travel at your own risk.
And the one there behind Hardee's is the same way.
On both sides of the bridge. I've noticed that too, but it is in the city.
The city of Deckard at its last meeting said that the bridge was dangerous, that they had signed it, and that they were waiting for another bid to come in. They have one bid on fixing it. They're waiting for a second bid to come in, and then they'll have a special call meeting because Mayor Smith wants to begin the bridge repair work immediately. I can't speak about the other one, Al. I'm not familiar with
They're getting
that.
ready to do that whole area down there anyway, where you're talking about. They're in Deckard, right?
Yeah, that's on Floyd
They're talking about taking
Street.
the big trucks off of that
Yeah.
one. But I just, I didn't know there was one there on the Winchester Deckard Road, but that's what I was told, that it has a interchange. I never noticed it before.
Hardee's that goes down through there.
That's a new bridge, or I think
I
that.
thought it was pretty new too.
that bridge was done back in 80, back in the 80s. So
The Floyd
It's
Street.
still a new bridge, I mean.
that one was done back in the 80s. But it could have, a lot of your bridges, when the state comes in, see, the state comes in and inspects all those bridges every year if they're 19 foot and over. So probably what they've done, they've come in and found some scarring or something under it, or they may have found some steel or something that was showing, so they may have to go back in and patch that stuff. I'm not for sure, but that could be a possibility.
The culverts are almost rusted completely out from underneath the Floyd Street Bridge.
Yeah, and
And
that's-
the rails, whatever you call the railing, where they're fastened to the concrete, they're not fastened. They're just kind of sitting there being held by gravity.
So, I mean, that could be a possibility that they come in and check it and it's there, or
How
like
do
you
you
said,
think
it could be something with it. I'm just glad we getting our bridges pretty much in good shape.
I want to compliment the the patching crew. That patching machine is a great thing, I'm telling you right now.
And the more travel,
And the more travel on it, the
Better
slicker
it
it
gets.
gets.
It's funny, after 164 was already worn out west. Well, it's already worn out, and having to repave it.
Huh, I could answer that, but I ain't going to.
Bad up on this end, go down.
Poplar Lane.
You think,
What was the second one?
you think it's?
have you got anything else out?
No, I'm sorry?
Andrew, you got anything?
No, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody else have anything they need to discuss?
I make a motion, Mr. Chair, that we adjourn.
Got a motion by Commissioner Macri to adjourn,
I'll second.
got a second by Commissioner Hill. All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Meeting is adjourned.